most creative footballer, the one who can score goals from free kicks, the one who can score goals from distance, that really others don't. And you think, tactically, it's better if he doesn't play tonight. I think you'd find that hard to swallow if you're Kevin De Bruyne, if your coach comes into you and says, we're playing Tottenham tonight, Kevin, but you're not playing because I think so-and-so can do a better job.
If most Manchester City fans were picking a team, would the first two on the team sheet be De Bruyne, Haaland, or Haaland, whichever order, but those two?
Yeah, they would have to be. They would have to be.
Work the rest around.
You see, when I go back and I watch City and I've seen them play at their best, right? And I know Gurdiola tinkers and he's tinkered with this system. I've always seen them at their best, Richard, when they've played the back four, when they've played Rodri as the sitter, as the six. Then either side of him in the midfield area, you've got De Bruyne, right side, Bernardo Silva, or even Gundogan. There, you've got those three. And then ahead of that, you've got two wide players, Mahrez, Grealish, Foden, whatever you want, right? And then you've got your front man. That, to me, was a system that worked beautifully for them. And Cancelo, when he was playing up there, was arguably one of the best left-backs going about the country. High up the pitch, time and time again, did it. Same with Walker this side. Then you had De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, in these areas, creating all sorts of panic. They're sliding little balls in here. How many times do we see them getting... Did we ever see them get that ball? You see them play from there into there.
No.
For them coming. Did we ever see that today?
Walker's very, very good at getting into that situation.
Did we ever see that pass today?
No, not once.
No. So
in trying to second guess him and understand what he's doing, is he playing Lewis because he's got a traditional 9 now that last year he didn't have, and he felt maybe the front three were more flexible, fluid, worked harder, got back into what he felt perhaps was a cavernous, empty midfield?
Maybe. I mean, today, Erling Haaland looked frustrated, disappointed, lost. Hardly had a kick of the football. Now, there wasn't much between the touches. I asked one of our guys, our stats guy, I asked him how many touches did he have, and he had about 30 touches in the game. Harry Kane had 35 or something, let's just say that. There was nothing in it. But forget his goal, right? Forget his goal. But in that game, who influenced the game more? Who did you notice more? Did you notice Haaland more, or did you notice Harry Kane more?
We've talked all season long about the understanding that De Bruyne had. The first touch he had almost, De Bruyne, was a ball from here to here that Haaland was onto.
Yes, and he just off with the pass.
So again, I just watched football for a long time and listened to a lot of what you've had to say. But if I've got a centre forward like Haaland, the idea of buying him, I think, is to service him. So therefore, I want balls in from here and here, and I want cute ones here because they can handle those as well.
Correct.
Not fiddling about back here with Rico Lewis in case they break on me. I bought something special and adversely affected everything else.
But when they use something special, when they've used it to its power, to its advantage, to what it's strong at, Erling Haaland, he's unstoppable. His 25 league goals tell you that. You don't get 25 league goals, Richard, by not being any good, and we're only at the end of January. You don't. You get that because when they had them, the service was good. Now, whether teams are better and they're shutting off the service, we'll wait and see as the season goes on. But I can't believe someone that can service a footballer in the way Kevin De Bruyne does can't get in that team to start with.
I actually think watching that today, City cut off their own service by setting up in the way that they did.
Pretty much. But see, the thing... And City fans will maybe think I'm talking rubbish, and fine, entitled to that. But I still believe that if you have 70% of the football, right, and you're a top side, one of the top sides in the world, right, you have to produce more end product. You just have to. It doesn't compute to me to have 70% of the football and have, what do you have tonight, 12 attempts, maybe, and maybe 3 on target in the whole game. That's not 15 attempts it was, 5 on target. Now, for 70% of the play and some of the best footballers in the world, is that enough? Not for me. It might be for others. Man City fans might say, no, I'm fine with that because we had 70% possession. Well, that's fine if that's what you want to watch. And I get it. But I just think when you looked at, and I'm not saying it's the right way. The beauty of football, Richard, is there isn't a right and there isn't a wrong way to play our game.
No.
There are various ways to play.
We've said that for a long time, but we've been told we're wrong.
No, we're not wrong. There's no right way and wrong way. We watched Everton play yesterday, create far more chances.
The wrong way.
The wrong way.
The purists don't like that.
And create far more chances and give Everton fans far more excitement than they've had all season. And Arsenal had, 60% of the game and created maybe 2-3 chances at best. So it depends what you want. But I just think when you're in the big games, like I thought they got Haaland to win the Champions League. I thought he might get them over the line.
He might, and that maybe is why.
And he
that
might.
may be why he's.
And he might.
Is he taking the league as seriously as he should? He'll tell you yes, but perhaps he's not. Perhaps his concentration is on just that.
Well, maybe that's what he's bought for, and maybe teams in Europe will find it more difficult than the Premier League. We know the Premier League's a tough league. We know it's really difficult to win every.
I cannot believe that you're picking a side to accommodate Rico Lewis. It just blows my mind.
Well,
it's extraordinary.
Well, it might be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in his mind. I mean, I see two centre backs, Diaz and Laporte. Now, whether they're not fit or they're not fit enough, Diaz and Laporte are arguably his two best centre backs, in my opinion. Right? Both are sitting on the bench, and he plays Kyle Walker there. Now, I'm guessing he played Kyle Walker there because he knew Son was going to play left side, and he's worried about Son's pace. I guess that might have been the reason he played him. And we've talked about how Walker's the quickest player they've got, so I get that. That little tactical switch might have been because of that. But you've got two of the best centre backs around, and they're both sitting on the bench as well. And he chops and changes his back four time and time and time again. And listen, it was one. They might have got an equaliser, but they could easily have lost a second.
Easily.
Yeah.